The illusion is destroyed, and we are getting hit by seismic activity as we move back through the city of Krat to get back to the hotel, which we know is under siege currently. We're also moving into a familiar territory from an unfamiliar angle. This is one of my favourite pieces of syncing up of level design in this game. Nowhere near as ambitious as it could be, but if you remember at the very beginning, that area was barricaded off, and we've now come from the area that was barricaded, which I think is a really nice touch. And we're going to be moving through a zone we've previously done, and it's going to isolate a kind of a big issue with this zone. This is a different level than the first level, literally, because up ahead here was a merchant with a stargazer, and they've removed the stargazer. And that tells me that this can't be the same model and the same assets. You know, it's not like they just added a layer and made everything decayed and crazy. Because the stargazer would be there. And the stargazer that was there was added from the demo, because the demo didn't have it. And you had to run all the way back to that boss from the center of Krat. And I did it a lot, and I didn't like it. And I find it really funny that they changed that. Because it was a good change. It was a strange change, because there's a lot of runbacks in this game that don't need to exist, on way more difficult bosses than the Parade Master. And they didn't do anything for that one, yet they gave us this one, and then they took it away later on. So I don't know if that was an oversight, I don't really know what that is, but to me it just seems kind of strange. And speaking of kind of strange, the Corrupted Parade Master. This is a boss that is a boss you know, but it has lots of little adjustments now that make it more annoying. The first of which, its hitboxes are massive. Compared to what they were, the falling hitbox that it had at the beginning of the game is a really good hitbox at the start. Here, it's dog shit. It's the size of a fucking school. It's unbearable. I do not like it. You have to respect it way more than you should because it's not visibly accurate. And then everything else is just decay, decay, decay. And then every so often it spawns a little helper. And if you time your attacks right, you can kill the helper as he spawns. But you need to be careful because those decay men, they explode. And the radius on their explosion is really big. So you want to be super careful with that as well. But this is another one of those bosses that seems to be borrowing from another fight I know incredibly well. And it's always interesting to see commonalities, isn't it? But be very careful. Always respect this move. If you're too close to it, it will just hit you. I'm trying to use the puppet string there, but I'm out of juice, which is a little bit frustrating. Don't make that mistake, guys. It's a rookie mistake. But right here, I'm waiting for the boss to give me something so I can get rid of his ad. And if you backstab the ad, you give yourself a nice opportunity to not have to worry about too much stupid garbage hitting you. But be careful of the master doing his oki. But if you get a pattern like this is a really good pattern. Nothing but the slams, nothing but the biggest punish. And with my damage, we're doing so many hits here, he just didn't really stand a chance. But that boss will kill you, be under no illusion. That boss has killed me a ton. And then when you put him down, you get a full moonstone and a quartz, which is very helpful. We can now start upgrading our big boomstick. And at this point, guys, you can put any blade on this handle and you'll have success as long as you can put the technique handle on it and make sure that it's using your scaling. Use whichever ender you enjoy the most. The one I'm using here is quite slow, but the damage is insane.